I believe that there are a couple of questions about is it safe to travel to Poland today that you have. In this video, you will learn all the essential topics about safety in Poland: crime rate, weather conditions, safe water, health situation, local laws that are important, and most importantly, is it safe to travel to Poland today? Those questions will be answered in this video. Make sure that you are subscribed. Let's travel the world together. And let's start from the very first thing that you really need and will be doing. It is flying to Poland. You might take bus or go by train to Poland. And as you see that a lot of current flights are there, and what's most importantly, if you're flying, as in this example, from London, it is quite cheap, and you see that flights per week is 130 just from London to Krakow. This is amazing opportunities to all travelers. One of the main reasons to travel a country is being physically safe, and we are on the site which is called GDA CS, or Global Disaster Alert and Coordination System. Here you'll see all the major things that are happening in the world, almost in live. And this is important site not only for traveling to Poland, but anywhere in the world. And you see that there are alerts and there are factual things, and you see things that happened. It's earthquakes, tropical cyclones, floods, volcanoes, droughts, and forest fires. So you see, currently none of such things are happening in Poland, so it is pretty safe to travel to Poland today. What's more important is if you are afraid of flights and planes overall, there are lots of countries that are completely safe to enter Poland from, and those are Germany, Czechia, and Slovakia. You can use both buses, trains, your own car. Those are preferable ways to travel if you don't like even the slightest idea of traveling by plane. One more thing which is quite important is when you are using public transport in Poland, you are obliged to validate a ticket. You can do it two ways. You can upload application and buy a ticket in the first minute when you are entering bus, train, tram, whatever, or you can buy a physical ticket in the ticket office. And then when you enter bus, tram, or train, you need to validate it, because in the application it will be automatically validated after the purchase. And remember that as of today, most of cities in Poland are offering tickets with minutes. So what does this mean is you are buying the exactly minutes of the journey. And if you know that you'll be traveling a lot during the day, I strongly recommend you buying a 24-hour tickets. Those will not be 24 hours from 5 p.m. to 5 p.m. This will be just a regular hours, so from 0 a.m. to 24 p.m. And those are the most cheap tickets that you have if you are buying a short-term tickets. So, is it safe overall to travel to Poland today? And we'll see two variants of answers to this question, both for US and UK citizens. And as you see here, that United States Embassy has Poland travel advisory. It's a little bit old, so if you check from the like main page of Travel State Go, you have here travel advisories, and there is travel coded map, and you see that like the last advisory was definitely in October 4th, and we are getting back to this page here, and you see that there is a scale, and currently Poland is perfectly safe to travel. And what's more important than on this side, you'll see any useful information if you are from US. And some other countries like US alike have such types of programs if you are really worrying about your travels. It's not only about Poland, it's about traveling abroad overall. You can check into the Smart Travel Enrollment program, and if anything important your government would want you to know if you are abroad, you'll be notified by your government. And the same useful information is provided, I believe, by any government. You just need to check the right side. Here we are checking government UK side, and you see that the whole route is home, passports, travel and living abroad, travel abroad and foreign travel advice, and we are on the page with the country of Poland. And you see these contents, its summary, safety, local laws, entry requirements, health, money, travel advice, and so on and so on. So you'll see here everything you really need to know, and what's important. You can check the most important part if you want to travel by car or use a car rental. If you want to drive by car abroad from UK, driving regulations. When it comes in matter about water, you really want to know whether it is safe to drink tap water. It's 100% yes. Poland has drinkable water. Here we are on the side about Warsaw, the capital of Poland, and as you see, it's in Polish. You can easily translate it, right-clicking your mouse and saying please everything except like pictures and videos in English, and understand how this is happening, how the water is filtrated. You can see the latest water test results. They are up to date. You see the latest ones were in February, as long as current month, it is March, will be ended. We'll see here also March. But as it happens, water is a preferable thing. My personal preference is not to drink tap water just as water, but for boiling, I really love tap water in Poland. I prefer different tastes, so for me, it is better to buy any bottled water. And what you will see here are the prices. Like for 5 liters of water, it is 10 zloty, but if you go to such shops as, for example, Biedronka, it will be like 5 zloty, which is like $1.10, which is almost nothing. But if you prefer just normal tap water, it is perfectly fine. But just understand that different countries, even different cities within the country, have different tastes of water. So you might like it, you might not. It's just different for everyone. Talking particularly about Krakow, you'll see all 4 seasons here, so you can truly choose whether you want to travel to Poland or to Krakow exactly in winter, summer, autumn or spring. And you see that those numbers are pretty mild, so you won't have days when it will be too hot or too cold. And this is really beautiful thing to experience. But sometimes you can really understand that there could be heavy snowfalls that may cause some delays of trains, or if you are driving by car. If you are not traveling to Krakow or just to northern parts or to the mountains, you can experience very low winter temperatures, and of course to see and experience a lot of snow and ice, which is really awesome. Regarding health, public hospitals are good working and reasonable in large cities. If you're going to some very rural areas, of course you need to go to some bigger village or city to get full service. Some doctors, some hospitals will need payment upfront or evidence of medical insurance before treating you. And what does it mean is you will need a good travel insurance before you leave. Add a couple of dollars more, so insurance will cover overseas medical costs, including medical evacuation. And of course, if you are going to do some sports and extreme ones, such as skiing, snowboarding, make sure that you have really good and rather expensive travel insurance. Let's talk a little bit about local laws. And this part is extremely important regarding your safety. And it doesn't matter to which city or country you are traveling in, you really need to know those small things and details, because if you don't, this could really interrupt your leisure time and fun activities. So, first and foremost, penalties for drug offenses include mandatory jail sentences. Other thing which is very strict is alcohol law. So there is zero tolerance for drink driving. The blood alcohol limit is 0.02%, so it's like almost zero. It's illegal to drink or be drunk in public. You may be arrested or taken to a facility to sober up. And as a conclusion of this, it is illegal to be drunk or drinking in public. It also includes not being able to drink in the parks or picnic areas. The other thing which is quite important is you should always use a pedestrian crossing when crossing any road, and it's important not to be using your phone when you are crossing the road, even though there are traffic lights. And as we talked prior, if you're using public transport, don't forget to validate your ticket. This is important because fines today are quite huge and are almost like $100 per one fine. If we are talking about crimes and crimes rate, those things that are of course exist in any country, in any city, but most likely that you will not see anything crime related at all. But you will need to have some precautions. Those are applying not only for tourists but for any citizen at any place, Poland included. So you really need to be careful with your belongings in tourist areas. You will need to be careful in any public places near hotels, markets, ATMs, and of course in public transport. So just watch your belongings and everything will be perfectly fine. And as regular precautions for anyone in this world, just check your bank card statement, and if anything is suspicious, report these to your bank. As of me, I really hope that all of your travels to Krakow, to Poland, will be perfectly fine. The weather will be the most welcoming. Poland is really an awesome country to travel to, whether it is just for a couple of days, for a weekend, even for weeks. You'll have the time of your life here. Just pick those activities which you prefer. Poland is very welcoming. You'll see amazing people, tasty food, beautiful locations. The scenery is just amazing. Here and there are castles, famous places, lots of history, and all those beautiful things are just waiting to be discovered. This was Lucy. Make sure that you are subscribed. Wish you all the best travels in the world. See you here on this channel in new travel videos. Bye.